Welcome, 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 welcome to another episode of Jazzy J Man coming at you live. Hey, what I'm going to address today, I'm going to address the Pope, Italy, the Vatican, and those people. I'm going to discuss the Pope, but my emphasis would not be mostly on him, but it'll be about Catholics and the Catholic system. Now check this out. The Pope has passed away, and people all over the world has came to his homecoming. But look, let me tell you something about Catholics. Most Catholics are white people, Latinos, and Hispanics. But let me tell you why I'm talking about this. Let me tell you why I'm talking about it. I don't know if you know this, the Pope and the Catholic Church, supposedly, all their teachings supposed to be about Jesus and how he lived and how he walked and how we should follow that path. Well, the first problem is Jesus looked like me. And they can't even acknowledge that. And it's written. And they can't even acknowledge that. That's if he ever existed at all. And I'm not saying he did or didn't. I'm just trying to give you some commentary and dialogue on this situation. The Catholic Church enslaved black people. This is a fact. They enslaved us. And you have a lot of black Catholics. Why you would want to be a part of that fucking religion, I have no fucking idea why. Which I don't follow religion at all. I don't believe in it. I don't subscribe to it in any form whatsoever. Because if you go read your Bible, and I don't even believe everything in that. I'm not saying that a lot of stuff in it's not true. I'm not saying either or otherwise. What I'm saying is these people that proclaim to follow the teachings of Jesus Christ, if they did, the whole entire world, well, I ain't gonna say the whole entire world, 80% of the world that the colonizers colonized would be at peace right now. So we already know that that's some bullshit straight out the fucking gate, But for some reason, these motherfuckers are trying to get us, they're trying to do everything in their power. I'm talking about the white man and his system. I'm talking about all Europeans. They try to do everything they can to get people like me to forget about what they done to us for 500 fucking years. Enable for a motherfucker to get rid of 500 years of oppression and abuse and slavery he definitely has to have some type of fucking brain damage. And some of us do have that. You know, but me personally, the Pope as a human being, I hope he rests in peace. But as far as his teachings and all this shit and the people that following him, you know, it is funny how you fucking white tea people are really, really quick to forgive motherfuckers that molest children and SA children. But you don't want to talk about that shit. You want to sweep that shit right under the rug. And you've even convinced people that look like me that Casper the ghost is motherfucking friendly. When I know damn well he ain't friendly. You know? And a black man could never be a ghost. I guess the only thing we could be is a fucking bat. You know? You painted Jesus white. You painted the angels white. You painted fucking Santa Claus white. Everything is white, white, white. Like y'all the only fucking human beings that ever existed on the planet. And we don't supposed to talk about it like we don't know any better. Matter of fact, there was not one white person on the planet Earth when the Bible was being written. Not one. And white people weren't even talked about or weren't even heard of until the 1600s. That is a fucking fact. Go check that shit. You know? But like I say, I'm looking at all these millions and millions and millions of people following. I'm not saying the Pope is a liar. I'm talking about the whole doctrine. I'm talking about the entire thing. It's built on a lie. Was built on bigotry and hatred. I don't know which is worse. White supremacy or the Catholic Church. But both of them, if you ask me, are the fucking same. That's my spin on it. Peace and love, and give someone a hug. Thanks for listening to another episode of Jazzy J Man coming at you live. Peace.